Can you hear me now? Funny. Funny, funny, funny. Now you can probably hear me, yeah? OBS had lost my mixer for some reason. But yeah, I was telling you that there was this thing called Assembly Summer that happened last month already, but I'm not still yet recovered from that. It was fun, it was crazy fun, but also, yeah. Also a work. I participated a shader showdown there. And when I now opened my Bonzomatic, this came to my screen. This was one of my practice rounds that I did home, offline. I just wanted you to see it as well because I kind of like it. I like it a lot. I couldn't do anything like this when I was competing, of course, because all the pressure, but like, oh, I wish I could have done this back then. But today we're actually going to look a bit what I did and what I wanted to do and kind of failed. But yeah. So in Shader Showdown there is two coders, coding face to face, and well, then there is audience that is voting, and then there is a DJ who is playing some tracks. And I competed against Exka on the semifinals and then against Provid on the finals. I won Exka for getting to the finals, and then I lost to Provid, which was very deserved because Provid's stuff was awesome, like always. But yeah, let's change the scene for a bit. So I restart Bonzomatic with a fresh shader, so we can actually start working. Less talking, more coding. Okay, here it is. The first thing that I usually do is to kind of get rid of the blinking. And I choose this color that is light bluish for the background, because I find it a bit nicer than just like a regular black screen. Yeah. I did this kind of fractal thingy, I think, with cubes on the semifinals. Let's see if I can remember what I did. This I'm quite sure I did, because I kind of always do this. So when I start, I try to do kind of the easy things. The things that I don't need to think of. So then I kind of know that they are there when I need those. And I get past my anxiety and start writing code. And when you start writing code, writing more code gets more easier. That's just how it works, at least for me. Yes, this I've definitely did. By the way, how's your day? I asked it already, but I was muted. So, yeah. Then some pre-marching stuff. I don't remember which distance I used or exact, but... And here I need to use less steps than I used there because my computer is not as powerful as those machines at assembly. Unfortunately. Okay. Dum, da, dum. Right. I was doing ray marching, so I was probably renaming these variables. Because of stuff. Then what I probably did was the ray origin. It ended up being rotating, but I started working it static. So the first vector is the ray origin, and then the second vector is look at vector. So where the camera is looking at. Now we are looking along the z-axis towards the negative z-axis. And based on this, I can calculate my camera. This vector here is up vector, so the x-axis, I call it x. It's not exactly correct, but that's how I use terms here. But you can get this by, we define the z-axis based on the look at and the ray origin, and then we take a cross product from it, an up vector to get the x-axis, and then the y-axis, not the t-axis, we get from cross product of the x and z axis. And all of these are normalized because these are direction vectors. And here I get the ray direction. By doing something. No, not anything, but just having difficulties on speaking. Do you ever get that? Like difficulty when trying to speak? Where it just like blur and doesn't come out right. I have that so often. So this is kind of our fake projection thingy here. Yes. Now we have a camera. Now we can start marching race. For that, I probably did the scene function, because I will need it when I get to the right marching. And the basic test scene is a sphere. Okay, marching. Why can't I type today? I know I can do this on the same function here, just like write it right just here at the bottom, but I was thinking that if this is how I'm used to do it, then there is no point changing this for the competition, because if I'm used to this style, then it's probably faster to write for me, even though it's more lines of code. So yeah. We add the distance to the t, and then we calculate the new p value, that is this. P stands for position. This is, by the way, float. Oh, right, we could actually test this. Compilation of this. Ha. If we are close to the surface, or like if we are at the surface basically, or if we are past our horizon, then we break. And I do know that you can omit these brackets for here, for example, but I still don't do it because I'm not used to doing it. So yeah, it won't make me that much faster. So let's draw the scene then. Oh yeah, there I actually might have written it here. Huh. Yes, I did actually. Interesting. Yeah, I was contemplating on that. Anyway. Okay, here is our color. Yes, we get the black sphere there. And now I know I did this clothing. Which is this kind of a trick where I add something to this variable each time the scene is sampled. So along all the way to the surface of the thing. Next, I probably did the box function. Because I used boxes here. Yeah. We take symmetry and then we return off. And add it to the minimum of maximums. Okay, we can start working here with the scene. Alright, that should be a vector. Okay, now we have a black square. I start working on shading next, or maybe I did the rotation first. I have to admit, I don't remember how I kind of approached this. Okay, now I have the rotating black cube, and then I need the shading. I need for that gray direction, I need the light direction, I need the... I usually write these in this order, so I'm not gonna change it. And for this I actually need normalization function first. Let's just do this so it compiles. And this I probably, actually I did calculate here on the same function, so maybe I do it there now as well. Because I knew I don't need the normals anywhere else than here. So, yeah. It didn't matter. And again, this is how I'm used to do this. There are many ways. Okay. Then we do this to each dimension. This is the central difference method for calculating the normals. Right, maximum off. Ah. I always forget this, like, how was it? But it doesn't matter, I will figure it out. So the coloring was kind of grayish. So probably something like this, times the Lambertian term plus more times the specular term, so that there is actually a highlight. So yeah. Oh, I should calculate this one, and that's why I wrote the Riemann loop here, so I don't need to calculate it afterwards. This was probably something like this. Here. Actually, probably not, but I will calculate it later. Right, like this. Okay, I think this was just the other way around. Yeah. Looks better. And looks about what I did there on the shader showdown. I wanted to start with the basic shape and then shading, because I knew I could pull out the fractal stuff afterwards. So after I did this, I started to do the actual space folding and the fractal. And that's I did probably 5 times. Oh yeah, actually I didn't do this yet. I want to do the podium for the thing that I was doing first. So I wanted to do this correctly. Okay. Something like this. And then I want to raise the camera a bit. Probably move it a bit further away from it. Yeah. And then I stop the rotation. So I can actually start working with the placement a bit better. Because I was aiming for something here. I actually was. Okay, something like this. So that you can actually see the lighting here on this thing. But it's now, well, I just do this for a bit. Haha. Here. So yeah, so that you can actually see the light here. And only afterwards the fractal, because it's a kind of a wow effect, and you don't want to do that too early on, I think. I want to keep it pretty tight. I don't know how I did it. Probably something like this first, and then I just like... I did use the FFT, even though some people thought that I didn't. Oh yeah, by the way, I want to do this XG not, but XY, and then YZ. This is a problem now. This is not what I did. I was more careful then. I'm not sure which values I tried first, but I guess it was something like this, like pretty small stuff. But yeah, this was a lot less chunky than... But it was also a bit... I think I was a bit closer. And maybe something like this. Okay, now it starts to show something, some resemblance of what I did. And then probably some time stuff here. So this was kind of the basic stuff. Then adding some glow. So yeah. I'm defining a color. It was something orange. Orangish color here that I used. I don't know. I don't remember that well which color I used exactly, because like who would? Maybe someone would, but still. And this is something that I usually always need to tune, so it's never ready when it's there. Now I'm feeling a bit... Maybe I was something like this. Yeah. Looks more familiar. Maybe even a bit... Okay, looks better. So recreating this thingy. Yeah, this is something I was testing. To use actually crater value here to make it smoother. So I take the symmetry of this shape and add something to it. And then I have this color value that I divided with this. So it kind of gets darker as the longer the distance is to the surface. Hey, it's Namali, how are you? We are doing some live coding today. Going through assembly Seder Showdown stuff. Okay. I probably fine-tuned this a lot there. Maybe even did this. But I think I stayed with 5. I think I did that. And I probably put this a bit lower. Maybe even that. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it was just smaller. Or maybe I didn't aim for the angle that I thought I did. Looks so distant there. Tired of work. I couldn't relax at the weekend, but otherwise I'm fine. Good to hear that you are fine even though you are tired. Tired of work? I hear you. Work can be exhausting. I probably didn't do anything to the light direction. I think I kept this. Or that's probably something that I tweaked last. I was visiting my parents. Yeah. It was good. Yeah, I read that, yeah. But there was more errands to run than I thought. So I wasn't home yesterday as early as I thought I would be. I was planning to be home earlier. So that's why I'm streaming today instead of yesterday. Okay, let's tweak the fractal a bit. This won't be like exactly like it was back then because I can't remember all the details. Just can't remember all the details. And today I've been working and running some more errands, this time my own. And yeah, that's why I also started a bit late, because I needed to eat before I stream. Otherwise I've been so dead. This looks kind of cool too. Hey, oi, tiger! That looks really cool, by the way. Thank you so much. I don't know if you are familiar with the concept of Shader Showdown, but I participated Shader Showdown on Assembly Summer this year, and now I'm trying to recreate what I did there. I think I tried to do a glowing ball there, but I didn't like it. So I did something else. I did these kind of glow laser things. I don't remember which dimension I did those to, but let's try this one. And now we are adding again to the glow. I probably... well, I don't know if I did this or not. Well, let's see. That was kind of red. Like really red glow. Like a pinkish red. Something like this, maybe? Probably, yes. This already does the trick, kind of. I don't know if I did actually more than this. I just added it to the glow and nowhere else. Okay, I probably did this. Where I actually did average it out. So instead of adding them both separately to the glow, I added it as a average. Hey Zara, how are you? And thank you so much. I probably did it differently though. And probably... It was probably like this though. No, it wasn't. Hehe. And I did have a sphere that was cut out from the center of this thing. Oh, you're good. That's good to hear. Did you find a headset? I was checking that you were looking one. Or a mic thing. I'm sorry, I read it in a hurry. Yeah, let's do a safe sphere. So with this, I can cut a hole in the middle of the shape, like this. Now there is... Oh, there is even there is a hole. Hehe. This is actually pretty neat. This is actually pretty neat. Just laser. I must have added it to the scene. I've just made it kind of translucent. Like this. Let's see, WD. Oh, right. Huh? Okay. Does not do much for the... Wow. Oh, there is a song list. Not today though. I have forgotten to put the right... My bots are on a strong... blah blah. I can't talk. My bots think I'm streaming music because I haven't told them that I'm not. By the way, I've been updating some live VODs to YouTube recently from my live coding streams. And I will put this there too. What should we add here or remove? I kind of thought it was kind of funny looking when I kind of did something like this. Haha. Now it's just like this glowing thing, not knowing what it should do. Alone in the abyss. The rotations are just a bit too much though. Now it actually looks pretty interesting. Okay, I think I did something more like this. No, those were smaller beams. Well, who can remember what they've done like a month ago, right? Okay, this looks about right, though. No, it doesn't. It's way too much of this pink glow. You're definitely not correct. But it doesn't matter. If it's not like it was, then maybe it doesn't matter that much. Maybe I made this bit larger anyway. But the lasers were more subtle. That I'm pretty sure of. Not this subtle though. Maybe something like this. And now I probably went further away here. So some real stuff. Shader coding resources, links on the chat. Shader Toy, the Book of Shaders, and IQ's data, like article base on his website. Those are good resources to get started. The tool that I'm using is Bonzomatic. You can download it. There are links on the chat for that. We are listening scenes at radio station, the scene music. Scene music radio station, which is really cool. I think I do have a comment for that too. Oh, I don't. Well, why not? Anyway. There is a GitHub where I put all the shader code I do on the streams. Sometimes I also put those to ShaderToy as well. And yes, Scenesat Radio, scenesat.com. Wait. Yes, that's correct. Okay. I think this was about a composition that I ended up with. What did I do? Pressed F11 in wrong software. How much time did you spend for learning? That's really good question. I haven't counted. I've been doing demos since 2013, 2012. I started learning WebGL and stuff like that at 2011. I started to learn shaders bit by bit then, but I didn't kind of have any active learning or like a learning goal. I just doodled something for the demos. When I started to 4 kilobyte intros, that's when I actually started to do more like shader coding and learning more about SDFs, and that was, I need to check, probably 2015, 2016, 2015, 2014-ish. And since then I've been coding quite a bit. Shaders, demos, stuff like that. 2018 I did one shader a day for a month, where I could use all the resources that there was, and also competed first time in Shader Showdown. So, yeah. It doesn't count on hours, it counts on years. But of course, it's not like I've been doing it every day for the years. But yeah, I've been doing shader stuff since like 7 years or something now. But I still lack in many skills that comes in shader coding. I do 3D stuff mainly, and oh, there's one part actually missing here. The motion blur. I do 3D stuff mainly. I haven't taught myself to 2D effects that much. It's been trial and error, basically. A lot of that. I probably did something like this. Oh my god. That's just a bit. Let's calm that down a bit. Now, if someone says that it doesn't react to the beat, then, like, you're drunk, go home. Oh, cool. So you've working with it a long time. Well, kind of. It's been there. It's not like being unactive. I want to learn coding shaders better. That's what these streams have been for, mainly. Learning new tricks and getting myself to do more shader coding. That's why I stream shader coding. Oh yeah, tune. So yeah, this was what the code on what I coded on the first semifinal on Assembly Shader Showdown. The code can be found from livecodescene.org. Livecode demozoo.org. I'm just, yes, there. So hello, Branch. If you take Shader Showdown Assembly Summer 2022, then you can find the code and all the shaders. I'm pretty much done, yes. How are you, Branch, today? What format do you find yourself coding for most? What do you mean, what format? Like, do you mean like streaming? Or for myself, or like, I'm not sure if I understood the question. And don't be sorry about drawing, Branch. Drawing is awesome. And you are awesome on drawing. Oh, like, yeah, you mean like Shader Toy? Shaders, like the website, shadertoy.com. I sometimes port these shaders that I do here for Shader Toy It's just a different, like a sandbox for shader coding. I do like coding on Bonsamatic a bit more though. Just like I can get it run locally on the desktop. And then of course, if I code for my demos, then it's just coding on my like text editor and running the demo and fiddling with that stuff. So yeah, when I did the 1 shader a day challenges, that I did on ShaderToy though, because it was kind of easy to document it on there. I had a revelation in drawing last night and been just revising a lot of things. Oh, that's cool. What kind of revelation? Do tell. Shape language. Drawing is a shape language, right? Importance of different sizes. Okay. Sounds interesting. I need to check your next stream to actually get that better. Oh, been drawing all kinds of bodies, right? Okay, I don't know the interactive shaders thing. ISF sounds like infinite shape field or something like that. But if body parts have clear size difference, it's more easier read. Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I think we need to wrap this up soon because I have to work tomorrow. But I'm also streaming tomorrow. I'm streaming music. Like, I need to figure what I'm streaming. Yeah, interactive shader format. Okay, yeah. That's something that I'm not familiar with. Oh, thank you so much for the subscription, Emily. That's so kind. Thank you so much. Yay! Yay! So yes, tomorrow music stream at 6:30, and yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a bit tired. Huh. I'm just thinking, should we... Floppin is streaming. I need to check what she's doing. Bruce, you can post a link to the Discord, because, yeah. I'm not sure what she's doing today. Okay, I should just go and check that out. Floppin is awesome shader coder. And she also won the Evoke Shader Showdown. And I really need to check what she's up to. Apple II graphics mode. Let's go to visuals in basic. Oh yes. Yes, we are going there. We are so going there. Thank you for being here, everyone. Thank you for the subscription, Namoli. So kind of you. Copy the right call so we can send some hype and love to Flopine when we go there. And yeah. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope. Yes. I'm just figuring out what scene I was meant to do stuff with. This was it? Okay. Have a good night. You're all important. Remember that and see you tomorrow.